ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ. ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes, sir. Yes, teacher. Present, ma'am.
Hi children, a very good morning to you. Yes children, I know you are all waiting for my English activity session, isn't it children? Okay, a warm welcome to all of you. Come on children, I hope all of you are sitting with your notepads, textbook and your pen and papers, isn't it? Okay children, today's session is for 6th standard, that is third language, English. Today we are going to handle with supplementary reading, Miriam and Moses. Children, today's supplementary reading is Miriam and Moses. It's a beautiful story children. Come on children, we will move to the session. Before we are going to the session, I am going to introduce a new rhyme to you. I know children, you are all interested in rhymes, isn't it? Come on children, enjoy the rhyme with a beautiful rhythm and repeat the rhyme children. Come on children, shall we move to the rhyme now?
Hi my dear kids, welcome to my class. Now I am going to share a rhyme with you. Please listen. The rhyme is Little Sally Walker. Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer. Right Sally right, wave your weeping eyes. Turn to the east, turn to the west, turn to the one that you love the best. Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer. Right Sally right, wave your weeping eyes. Shake hand to the east, shake hand to the west, shake hand to the one that you love the best. Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer. Right Sally right, wave your weeping eyes. Shake hand to the east, shake to the west, shake to the one that you love the best. Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer. Right Sally right, wave your weeping eyes. Smile to the east, smile to the west, smile to the one that you love the best. Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer. Right Sally right, wave your weeping eyes. Hug to the east, hug to the west, hug to the one that you love the best. Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer. Right Sally right, wave your weeping eyes.
Children, did you enjoy the rhyme? How was the rhyme children? Is it beautiful? Is it melodious? Did you enjoy? Okay, don't shout children. Okay children, what did you learn from this rhyme? Which words did you learn from this rhyme? Yes, you were right children. You learn the directions, right side, left side and some actions, shaking hands, isn't it? Hug, these new words are learned from this rhyme, isn't it? So children, you have to practice this rhyme in your home. I hope all of you practice well, isn't it? The rhyme was very melodious, so you liked very much. Okay children, Now we will move to the session that is Miriam and Moses. Already I said all of you sit with your textbooks, isn't it? So open the page number 112. Now I am going to read the supplementary story. It's a beautiful story, children. Come on, children. All of you listen what I read. Okay, children? And repeat after me. Come on, children. Now I am going to read the story. Listen carefully. Miriam and Moses. Miriam and Moses. Long, long ago, Miriam and her parents lived in Egypt. But they were not Egyptians. They were Hebrews, the people of Israel. They had left Israel many years before and came to Egypt. There they lived a very hard life working as a slave. The second paragraph. The king of Egypt, the Pharaoh, was angry with Hebrews. He was also afraid of them. One day they will fight against my people, he thought. So he ordered that all newborn Hebrew boys be thrown into the river. And at this time, Miriam had a baby brother. He was a lovely child. His mother was worried about him. One day, she put the baby in a basket and took him to the river. She hid the basket in bush. She asked Miriam to hide behind a tree and watched the baby. She kissed the little infant and went back to her house. Soon the Pharaoh's daughter came to the river to bathe. She was surprised to see a little baby in a basket. She asked her maid to bring the baby to her. Miriam was watching from behind the tree. "Oh, this is a little Hebrew boy," said the princess. "He looks so lovely. I'm sorry for him. I will take him to the palace. But how can I bring him up?" Miriam ran to the princess, knelt before her and said, "Princess, I know a woman from the country of Israel. She is good at nursing babies. I will bring her here." The princess agreed. Miriam ran to her mother and brought her to the princess. "Take this baby," said the princess. "Look after him for me. I am the daughter of King of Egypt. I shall pay you well for nursing this child. And when he grows up, bring him to the palace." So the little boy lived his own parents and his sister Miriam. When he grew up, his mother took him to the princess. The princess looked at him and said, "He is a very fine boy. He shall live with me. I shall call him Moses." I shall call him Moses. It's the last para. Moses now lived in the palace. When he grew up to be a man, he became a great leader of the people of Israel. He gathered them together and led them out of Egypt. He led them to Canaan, where they had first come from. They built their homes. Okay, children, I hope all of you listen very carefully while I'm reading. Isn't it? Come on, children. Now, I'm going to tell about one of the interesting words. Did you know this? The word Pharaoh. Did you know this Pharaoh? Spell the word, children. Pharaohs. Pharaohs. Come again, children. Pharaohs. Okay, what does it mean by pharaohs? Yes, you were right. Egyptian kings are commonly called pharaohs. The king name of Egypt. They commonly called all the kings to pharaohs. And another interesting word is Hebrew. What does it mean by Hebrew? The member of descendant of an ancient people living in Israel and Palestine. I mean, the ancient people who live in Israel and Palestine, descendant, ಜನಾಂಗ ಜನಾಂಗದವರು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಸ್ರೇಲಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೆಬ್ರೋಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, children. Shall we move to the characters of this story? I am going to introduce the character. While I am reading, there are many character schemes there, isn't it? Now I am going to introduce them. Okay, children. The first is Miriam, sister of Moses. Sister of Moses, sister of a small boy baby. And princess, daughter of the Pharaoh. And Moses, it's a main character. Moses, cute little boy, little baby, cute little baby, boy baby. And Midian, slave of the princess, slave of the princess. And Pharaoh already I introduced, isn't it? The king of Egypt, the king of Egypt. Last one, Hebrew also, I already introduced the Hebrew word also. People from Israel. People from Israel. These are the main characters come in this story. Come on, children. Now I am going to do summarizing the supplementary reading story. That is Miriam and Moses. Children, many years ago, Miriam and her parents, they lived in Egypt. Where they lived? Yes, Egypt. They lived in Egypt. But they were not Egyptians. They were not Egyptians, they were Hebrews. The nationality of theirs is different. They are from Israel. Israelis. They were Israelis. For the people of Israel, we call Hebrews. Isn't it? They left the Israel many years ago and they came to Egypt to live. But they lived in Egypt, but their life was working as a slave. They are working as a slave. Children, their life was very hard life. Very critically they were living as a slave of Egyptians. Children, the king of Egypt is Pharaoh. The king of Egypt is Pharaoh. Pharaoh also is not love the Hebrews. And they angry with the Hebrews. And angry and also he afraid of the Hebrews. Why? What they are doing for afraiding? Yes, children, because the Hebrews were very clever people. They famous for cleverness and braveness, courageous. And the Hebrew people were very courageous and very braveness. One day the Pharaoh thinks that one day or other day the Hebrews were fight against my people, their people. That's why he afraid of them, and also he passed one order. What's the order? The all Hebrew newborn babies, boy babies, mainly boy babies, be thrown into the river. In whose home the newborn boy baby will born, boy baby born, they have to thrown into the river. The baby have to be thrown into the river. This was the rule. And what will happen? At this time, the Pharaoh passed a rule. At this time, Miriam had a new baby brother. Miriam had a new baby brother. He was very cute and beautiful child. And his mother was worried about him. What will I do? I don't want to throw my baby into river. So what I do now? What is the trick? She was worried about the small baby. So one day she put the baby in the basket, and she also took him to the river. And she hid the basket on the bushes. Bushes means podegadu. So she asked Miriam, the sister of the small baby Miriam, she asked Miriam to hide behind the tree and watch the baby. Mother, she kissed the little baby and went back to her house. Children, it's very sad now, children. The mother, she kissed her infant and she feel very sad, isn't it? And she went back to her home. What will happen? In that time, soon the Pharaoh's daughter, the king, Egypt king's daughter, she came to that river for the bath. She came for bath. She was also very surprised because of the baby, a cute little baby. And she was loved very much. So, the princess asked her maiden to bring that baby. And all these scenes are watching Miriam. All these scenes are watching by Miriam. And her maiden take that baby and gave it to a princess. The princess was very happy. Wow, this is a very beautiful, lovely boy. And this is a little Hebrew boy. I'm very sorry for that boy. But the princess want to take him to the palace. But how can she bring? There is a rule now. Any Hebrew boy should be thrown into the river. She can't take him to the palace. She was very sad. In that time, Mariam ran to the princess and she knelt before her. She knelt the princess and said, "Princess, I know one woman from the country of Israel. She is very good at nursing babies. I will bring her." And also the princess think well, and she was also very happy and agreed. And then what will happen? What will happen that time? Miriam ran to her mother and brought her to the princess. And princess gave the baby to their mother. "Take this baby, look after him for me. I will pay what you want. And I will pay well for nursing this baby. And one condition she said, that when he grows up, bring me to the palace. Bring him to the palace." Okay, the mother was also very happy, and they were leaving. The boy, little baby, also living with the own parents, and sister Mariam also very happy. And mother took him very carefully. And when he grew up, she take him to the princess. And the princess looked at him and said, "Wow, what a fine boy now. He shall live with me now also, and I shall call him Moses." The princess named the little boy as a Moses. Okay, then what will happen? Moses now lived in the palace. When he grew up a man, he became a great leader and leader of the people of Israel. And he gathered all the peoples together and led them out of Egypt. All the Hebrews, they left the Egypt and they went for the Canaan, where they firstly came from, and they built their own homes in the Canaan. They lived very happily. A small boy, he became very big leader of Israelis. Isn't it, children? It's a very beautiful story, isn't it? Are you enjoying the story, children? Okay. Come on, children. Now, I have listed few new words here from the story. Those are afraid, slave, infant, worry, knelt. These are the new words I list out. Now, I'm going to introduce the meaning and usage of the word. Okay, children. Afraid. What's the meaning by afraid? Yes. Feeling fear. Feeling fear. Bhaya. Isn't it? Okay. I have made a sentence here. Sham is afraid of dogs. Sham is afraid of dogs. Okay, children. Please copy down the word and sentence. Okay. Now, our next word is slave. Slave. In Kannada, we call as Gulama. Gulamagiri, like that. Slave. What does it mean by? Slave is the person who forced to obey orders of others. Slave is a person who is forced to obey orders of others. Okay. Here I have made a sentence. Please copy down, children. Be a slave to the work. Be a slave to the work, but not for a person. Not for the person. Okay, children. Finished, children? Okay. Should we move to our next word? Come on. What is the next word? Infant. 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 What does it mean by infant? Yes. A very young child, a baby. A very young. It's very young child. A newborn baby. We call it newborn baby. Okay. Here I have made a usage using this word. Okay, copy down, children. The young woman was carrying an infant in her arms. The young woman was carrying an infant in her arms. Okay, now other word, worry. Worry. In the story, Mariam's mother worry about the small child. What does it mean by worry? In trouble. In trouble. Okay, children. I have made a sentence here. Parents always worried about their children's health. Parents always worried about their children's health. Isn't it? Your parents are worried about your health in the corona times. Isn't it? Okay, children, please copy it on all the sentences and words. Finish? Okay. The last word, knelt. Knelt. It's a fast form of the verb kneel. It means fall to one's knees. Kalige bidodu. Here is the sentence. Everyone should kneel to pray to God. Everyone should kneel to pray to God. Now the time for listen the story again. Children, please listen the story. I am playing a video to you. Please listen.
The ruler of Egypt is an evil pharaoh who orders all the Hebrew baby boys to be killed. One mother has a plan to protect her baby boy. She makes a papyrus basket, coats it with clay and tar to make it float, and places the baby inside. The mother and her daughter, Miriam, put the basket in the reeds along the riverbank. They pray for God to take care of their baby. Miriam is a very brave big sister. She hides and watches over her brother's floating basket. Pharaoh's daughter comes to the river to take a bath. She sees the basket and looks inside. Miriam is worried. What will the princess do to her little brother? The princess picks up the basket and says, "I will take care of this baby as my own." Miriam runs to the princess and asks bravely, "Would you like me to find a nurse for the baby?" "Yes," answers the princess. Miriam is happy. Now her brother is safe. She takes him home so their mother can be his nurse. The baby stays with his real family a little.
Children, I hope all of you listen the story now. After that, I will ask few questions, children. Now, here I have listed few countries and nationalities. It is for the supplementary reading. Here, there are countries and their nationality here. India, who lives in India, we called as Indians and Indians. Egypt, Egyptians. America, Americans. Greece, Greek. Israel, Israeli or Israelites. Japan, Japanese. Japan, Japanese. And last, China, Chinese. China, Chinese. Children, there are many countries, isn't it? I listed only few countries and their nationalities. Please copy down, children. It's for the evaluation time. I will ask few questions now. You have to answer now. Okay, children. What is the other name for Hebrews or people of Israel? Yes, you are right. The answer: Jewish people are Israelites, are Israeli, we call them. Okay, our next question. Where did Maryam and her parents live? Where did Maryam and her parents live? Okay, come on, children, answer. Yes, you were right. Miriam and her parents lived in Egypt. They live in Egypt, isn't it? Okay. Our next question. Who was the king of Egypt? Who was the king of Egypt? Come on, children. Yes, you were right. Pharaoh was the king of the Egypt. Okay. Okay, our next question is, why did the king of Egypt angry with Hebrews? Come on, children. Yes, your answer is right. Please copy down. The king of Egypt, the Pharaoh, thought that Hebrew were very intelligent. One day they will fight against Egypt people, with Egypt people. That's why he was very afraid of Hebrews. Okay, children? Okay, our last question. Who played a trick to save the baby? Who played a trick to save the baby? Who? Yes, you are right. Miriam's mother played a small trick to save the baby. Children, I hope all of you written all the questions, answers in your notepads. Now it's for homework time. Children, I give few assignments now. You have to do it in your home or try it in your home. And first is write the summary of this story in your own words. Children, try to write the summary in your own sentences or own words. And another assignment is try to dramatize the story with suitable dialogues. Children, sit two pairs and write the suitable dialogues and play as a drama. Okay, children, I hope all of you understand the assignments. Do it in your home, children. Okay, and finally, this session is presented by Srimati Tulsi, that's working at KPS Kanakagiri in Koppal district. Thank you.
ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes, sir. Yes, teacher. Present, ma'am.